Here we go. Good morning, Bruno.
Hey Nick, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Good.
Good. So another PLA, and we got two questions today. So Bruno, I'll start with your one, and
Sure.
this is with regards to installment sale agreements. Okay, so the question is, Um, are installment sale purchase agreements allowed to be registered at the deeds office, meaning the agreement is formally recorded and registered at the deeds office to ensure validity and enforceability as long as the agreed upon terms are fulfilled by the parties.
So installment sale agreements are typically governed under the Alienation of Land Act, and the recordal of the agreements are contained in Section 20 of the Alienation of Land Act. So the short answer to the question, can it be recorded at the deeds office? The simple short answer is yes. It should be recorded in the deeds office, and the provisions of Section 20 in that particular chapter are designed for the protection of purchasers. Why? Because the seller of a property in installments is going to retain ownership over the property, so they've got a level of control. And the purchaser is obviously going to be paying purchase amounts to the seller. And in protection of the purchaser, one would want some kind of real right to be registered. And what this basically means is the whole world will know that this purchaser has bought the property. And for anyone to buy the property, they would actually need to cancel the contract from the deeds office. Now, a slightly longer version of this is, first of all, remember that installment sale agreements or the application of that particular chapter regarding installment sale agreements is limited. So there are certain limitations. So, for example, which land it can be registered over, for how long it can be registered, what the typical repayment terms would look like, and it does also offer certain rights to purchasers. So there are a lot of videos on these topics that a person might want to look at in order to get a better understanding of it. And obviously, then there's the gray areas. And I always mention the gray areas so people are aware. If, for example, it's accepted that an installment sale agreement prevails over residential property only, right, and not other types of property, does the Act prohibit the commercial logic behind an installment sale agreement from any other type of land? So is it a prohibition to be able to sell any other property or land by way of installments? Now, again, this is debatable, and I've had this argument with many people, but the view often stands that no, it's not to say that you cannot sell other property by way of installments. And in fact, a lot of commercial transactions are done by way of installments. But it does mean that it doesn't carry the same protections as the Alienation of Land Act, and particularly the recordal of the contract in terms of Section 20. So there are other means of doing this, and one may want to explore them. So don't close yourself off to the idea that you can buy a property by way of installment simply because the Alienation of Land Act doesn't apply to that agreement, but beware that you might need to find creative means as a purchaser, especially of securing your rights in a way, unfortunately, that you wouldn't be able to do in terms of the Act because the Act doesn't apply to you.
Great, thank you for that, Bruno.